Hello everyone. Recently my GE oven showed this code F96 whenever I turned it on, and it will shut off itself in about 10 seconds while making a beeping noise. And today I'm going to show you the step I took to fix it. First, I'm going to tell you what makes me think it is the oven internal fan blower that caused the issue. Second, I'm going to show the tools and the part that I need to fix it. Then I'm going to show you the step I took to replace the fan blower. Let's get started. Based on the GE website, code F96 indicates that some internal components need to be replaced. That was not very helpful as there are a lot of internal components in the oven. I do very clearly remember the oven fan made some loud clicking noise the day before the code showed up. It sounded as if it was something hitting the fan and preventing it from spinning. Afterward, I noticed the oven no longer made the usual spinning fan noise when I started the oven. So that told me something may be wrong with the fan. When I did an online search, many articles point to the fan blower issue. Because of this, I believe my fan blower went busted and needed to be replaced. The next thing I needed to do is to find replacement fan unit for the oven. I went to the GE website, entered my oven model, scrolled down, looked at the control panel diagram, and identified the part that I need. I will put the GE link in the description below. I find the fan unit called Wall Oven Upper Cooling Fan Motor for less than $100. Given that it is $50 cheaper than what I could find on Amazon and is a genuine part, I ordered it from the GE website, and it took about a week to arrive. Besides the fan unit, I also needed a few extra tools to do the job. A power tool to take the oven apart, a Husky tool set with different bits, a hand screwdriver that can take the different bits when I put the panel back, a pair of gloves, and lastly, a platform for the oven to stand on. In my case, it is a moving roller that the oven can sit on when I do the repair. The oven is very heavy. It is very important to be sure that it is secure while I'm working on it. Now, let's get to the step. The first step is to turn off the electricity to the oven. My oven doesn't have an easily unpluggable outlet, so I open my circuit breaker panel and stop the electricity to my oven. Next is to remove the oven bottom trim. I find the instructions in the oven installation manual. Taking out the bottom trim makes it easy to move the oven onto the roller in the later step. I also don't have to worry about the trim would bend or scratch during the process. Third is to remove the oven door. My oven door was about 30 to 40 pounds. Taking it out will make the oven lighter and make it easy to pull it out from the cavity. And I don't have to worry about breaking the glass door in the process. I will recommend always follow the oven manual to remove the door. I had 2 screws at the bottom. Remove them and store the screw and plate in a bowl. Now I can move the 2 locking mechanism outward to allow the door to be lifted up like this. Now there's one more oven metal trim to remove that will give me a firmer grip when I pull out the oven from the cavity. And there are about 2 screws on each side that I need to take out. Finally, there are about 2 screws on each side of the oven that I need to take out. I also removed the cabinet trim to make sure it is not damaged in the process. I thought of using a tape to prevent it from scratching, but I realized I could simply pull the trim out. Now I can finally pull the oven out onto the roller. I'm lucky that my roller is the exact height as the oven. The oven is very heavy and weighs about 100 pounds. Given the metal pieces could be sharp, I'm going to wear a pair of gloves to pull it out. Make sure to have enough open space and that the oven is secure on the platform after it is pulled out. Now it is time to remove the oven panels to access the fan. I find it useful to take pictures of where the screws are. There are at least 20 screws to remove. The power tool comes in very handy when taking them out. You can see why the fan gave out. Oil and dust are caked onto it from years of cooking. I'm going to unplug the two wires connector. One is for the fan power, the other is for the fan motion detection. I will need to transfer this motion detection board onto the new fan later. Otherwise, the oven will not work. The fan is secured on a metal plate. Multiple screws are used to secure it, including 2 screws at the bottom. More panels for me to remove. Okay, finally the fan is out. Next thing to do is to transfer the fan sensor and the fan platform onto the new fan. For the fan sensor, I need a Torx T15H bit to take it out. After I take it out, I wipe it with a dry towel to clean the dust of it. Now it is time to reverse the process and put the sensor into the new fan. Starting at this point, I'm going to hand screw everything instead of using the power tool. I don't want to over torque the screw and break any panels. Let the reverse process continues. First, to put the ground wire back in. Next is the fan connector. Be sure to match the similar color wire on the same order. Now onto the motion sensor wire. More screws, and more screws, and more screws. Now all the panels are back in place. I'm going to put the oven back into the cavity. Next is to put the door back and ensure the locking mechanism are put back in. Now it is time to turn the circuit breaker back on and test the oven out. Ta-da! No more F96 code, and the oven works again. This is it. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment below on your experience and what kind of videos you would like me to do next. Have a wonderful day.